tuned. We can begin. Or not.
15 seconds.
15 seconds.
All right. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, everyone. Chag Sameach. You can use a plethora of different greetings. For this Shabbat, almost everyone works, except for Yantif. That was a couple of days ago. But we still got 2 more to go on Monday and Sunday night, Monday and Monday night, Tuesday. Before we end Pesach, I hope that everyone here in this room and everyone joining us on YouTube this evening, including our friends near and far upstate in Sholo and Strawberry. I bet it's beautiful. I know that there was some leaf changing outside in our parking lot today. I'm sure it's even more beautiful up there just north of the rim. Tonight, I can't say that we're going to keep you for very long because the Ashkenazi tradition on the Friday night of Chol HaMoed Pesach, although it's not Chol HaMoed, it's really Shabbat, is
when they coincide.
When they coincide, you do not do Kabbalat Shabbat through Lechadodi. You actually begin with the Psalm for Shabbat, and then you jump right into Mariv. So if you wanted the Quickie Express service,
You're in the right
is the night where you are. If you have dinner plans in the next 45 minutes, then this is the place,
the place for you
to be. We'll begin our service this evening in our Red Sidurim, Sidur Lev Shalem, on page 27. With Psalm 92.
מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון, וזמר לשמך עליון. מזמור שיר ליום השבת, טוב להודות לאדוני, וזמר לשמך עליון. katama yifrach, ke'eretz bavonon yizkeh shtulim bebeit Adonai, bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu, od yinuhun b'seivad, shenim v'rananim yiyu, le'agid ki yashar Adonai, tzuri v'lo avlat tavo.
Page 29.
מקולות מים רבים אדירים נשברי המדיר במרום אדוני עדותיך נמנו מאוד לביתך נבוא הקודש אדוני לעולך ימי.
For all mourners and those observing a Yurtzeit, please join me on page 30 for the Mourners Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rama v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayet kol Beit Yisrael v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru Yehei shmei Rama v'marach le'olam omen olayim Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitfa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'yisha v'yichu Le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tushbachata v'nechemata Damiran v'alma v'imru Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru Oseh shalom v'romav Hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Israel ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru.
Amen.
Now we jump right into Mari, which can be found on page 39 as we rise for the Baruch.
Umavir yom umevi laila, mavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamigim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, ha'ma'ari v'ravim.
Continue page 40 with Ahavat Olam.
כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, והם נגע יומם ולילה, ואהבתך אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל.
The Shema can be found on page 41 as we cover our eyes with it.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Adonai Elohechem emet.
Page 43A. You like 43B? I do like that one too. Page 44.
ומלכותו ורצון קיבלו עליהם, משה מימו בני ישראל, לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה, ואמרו כולם, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוספלה. מלכותך ראו בניך בוקע ים לפני משה, זה אלי אנו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר כיפוד אדוני יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
Hashkivenu can be found on page 45.
השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום, ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים. ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום אתה ויד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, Baruch Ata Adonai, Hapodes Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'kol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim.
We rise as we sing together with Shamru, page 46.
That's what I was talking about.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I did that on. Okay. I really should know this one by heart by now, right? I feel like we do this one enough that I should know. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torah v'litolam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torah v'litolam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torah v'litolam. Uvayom, no. Ki sheshet yamim, asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torah v'litolam. Uvayom hashvi'i Shabbat vaynafash, Shabbat vaynafash, Shabbat vaynafash. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat le'torah v'litolam. Yitgadal ve'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, Elma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayevon u'vyomechon u'chayete kol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala, ba'agala, u'bizman kariv, b'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach, ve'alam u'lam me'omaya yitbarach. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach, v'yitbar v'yitramah ve'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal, shmei tekudsha brichu. Le'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, tamira me'ama, b'imru amen.
The Amidah for Friday night can be found on page 47. We do this silently, but there are additions for Passover, notably Yalevia. we pause for a moment to keep in mind all those who we, are close to us or in need of prayer of healing, who just could use a little bit. If we talk about strong, outstretched arms and mighty hands, then those we know who are ill could definitely use that this evening.
Mi shevera avotenu ekor Abraham leimotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen.
Tonight we wish a refuah shlema to Marvin Enzel, Judy Zola, Zolman Zvi, Ben Abba Herschel, Yehudit Bat Yechoved, Yitzhak Levi Ben Miriam, Vicky Bird, Mordechai Ben Rachel, Hessa Bat Brina, Annette Rotolo, Malka Devora Bat Chana Shifra, Chaya Pesa Bat Freda Dora Shmuel Yosef, Yehuda Bam, Toba Gela Bat Chaya, Karen Gaynor, Neil Rosenblum, Rabbi Tracy Rosen, Issa Ben Miral, Naomi Bat Devora, Alexandra Rachel Bat Shoshana, Daniel Ivory, Piniel Ben Sarah, Shana Bat Nisan, Eileen Martin, Yankel Hirsch Ben Malka, Tova Tikva Bat Ruth, Cyril Rashka Bat Chaya Pearl, Acharon Ben Lisa, Yael Bat Chaya Sora, Elazar Leib Ben Sarah Elka, Yocheved Ben Razel, Shmuel Yaakov Ben Rivka, Jeannie Eisenberg, Philip Eisenberg, Nisan Ben Fredel, Reuven Ben Chaya Riva, Esther Batya Bat Liba, Michael Donahue, Leon Levine, Shoshana Sharon Bat Chana, Shmuel Velva Ben Devora, Chaya Bat Devora, Leori Israel Ben Rachel, John Bronek, Meir David Ben Brindle, Rivka Shandel Bat Chana, Shalom Ben Pesel, Chaim Michael Ben Yocheved, Eliyahu David Ben Yehudit Chana, Barak Ben Bracha, and all of those who are in need of refuah shlema, who are on the minds of those sitting in this room and beyond.
Mi shevera imotenu ekol Abraham lamotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Thank you, kids.
You're welcome. Refuah shlema.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
I know as this week has gone on, I know everyone has been worried about the details of Seder, and as the week went on, our minds turned even more so to concern over what is happening on our college campuses across our nation. Earlier today, I saw a very powerful and strong statement from Debbie Younger-Kale, who is the director of Hillel at Arizona State University. She is a strong leader of the ASU Jewish community. We are also happy to call her part of our Or Zion family as well. And then, of course, our own CJP, our Center for Jewish Philanthropy, sent out a strong statement in demanding what steps universities should take in order to make Jewish students on campus feel more comfortable, and also give them a way of addressing their grievances towards universities in a constructive way, instead of continuing the yelling and the shouting and the screaming. Also today I had an opportunity to reach out to one of my closest friends in life, Rabbi Davey Rosen, who is the CEO at the University, Hillel at the University of Michigan, and he is very, very, very busy running around trying to make sure that students at all of these universities are prepped prepping, not only they're celebrating Passover on campus, but they're also prepping for exams at the same time, and trying to provide a safe space where they can study and be openly Jewish is a large task for our Hillel directors and our Jewish communal leaders. And I really want to take an opportunity to say Kol HaKavod and let us know, any way that we can support as a community to all those leaders within the community who are doing so much for our college students. I know that there's been long hours over the last number of weeks, and they will continue until hopefully universities come to their senses and really are able to do something to make students feel safe on campus. A long time ago, I was posed with an interesting factoid. Did you know that sharks have minimal sleep? You did know that. Sharks, by the way their body is constructed, always have to continue swimming. They take in water through their mouths, and then through their gills, the water exits, and in the process they separate the oxygen out so that they can survive. They always have to keep moving. If they stop, then that process of oxygenation ceases, and they could suffocate. Now, why am I telling you this interesting factoid? So you will go home and you will attend a party sometime in the near future, and you'll walk up to somebody and you'll say, "Did you know that sharks don't sleep?" And they'll look at you and they'll walk away eventually, and they'll say, "I didn't need to know that bit of information." But it's an important fact for me, and it's something that I've always kept. A fact that I've always kept in my mind. Many years ago, I gained a piece of advice through this factoid. Sharks don't sleep. If they sleep, they die. So their goal in life is to always move forward. In their lives, they have to do this or else they cease. We as human beings have to continuously move forward. If we don't aim to progress in life, then we stagnate, and that's a bad thing. Life then continues on a downward spiral. This piece of information was given to me at a point in my life where I wasn't necessarily sure what the future was going to hold. Everything was up in the air. Didn't know who necessarily I was going to be able to trust. But nonetheless, I had to move forward. I had to think ahead. We've read a lot of Torah this week. And we will continue to do so tomorrow morning. In this week's Torah portion, Moshe asks an interesting question right at the beginning of the parsha. We're at the set the scene. We are at Sinai, and Moses is confounded about, what do you mean, me to lead these people? And he asks God, well, you told me that I'm supposed to be in front. I'm supposed to lead. But I don't know who is going to be there to help me. And Moses repeats God's advice to him, where he says, you have to lead these people forward, giving them guidance, giving them knowledge, imparting what I'm going to give you to them so that they can progress as a people and as a society. Moses said, well, I need you to walk in front of me, for I don't know from who the group is going to step out in front and help me lead. And God said, I will always be out in front of you. Just keep going. Just keep progressing. Because if you don't, then you're going to end up right back from where you came. And that scene was no good, as we learned earlier this week. In life, God has always asked the Jewish people to move forward. Don't sleep. Keep progressing. Keep marching on, because if you stop, then people overtake us. Then the enemies that we always fear in every generation that will come will ultimately catch up to us. And as a people, we have continually progressed. We are a small, minuscule part of the world's population, yet we've won a quarter of the world's Nobel Prizes. We are advancing every day in the fields of medicine and science, mathematics, even diplomacy, even law. We advance, we progress. One of the ways we do that is to do the simple thing that we've been asked to do all this week, and that's to ask questions, to seek knowledge, to be humble in the things that we do. That's how we progress forward. Yes, we are sometimes a stiff-necked people, as the Torah describes us. But I think we are more like sharks. Not just dangerous. We're not dangerous. We're not going to bite anybody's legs off. But we could. But we progress. We are always moving forward. In life, we must always move forward. That piece of advice was given to me 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago, maybe just over 20 years ago, by a man who was a father to me longer than my father was alive. Moses in some ways was right. You never know who's going to pop out in your life and help you lead. You never know. If I wasn't given that piece of advice, I don't know if I would be standing right here today. Because at that point I was moving backwards. And someone told me, get up off your duff and move forward. Keep going. And don't stop. And it actually coincides with a piece of advice a long time ago when I was a little kid that my dad gave me. He didn't know it at the time, but he was in a conversation with my mother, and he said, I'm going to go until somebody stops me. And then if they try to stop me, they're going to have to kill me, because I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to keep going. No one tells me ever to stop. That's the way you have to manage life. It's hard at this time of year because during the festival holidays, we have moments of Yizkor where we remember those who gave us such great advice, who helped us lead through life. Today is the yurtzeit for Robert Ira Friedman, the man who told me to be like a shark and not stop. And I haven't. And I won't. May those memories of people who have given you the greatest pieces of advice, who have helped you lead and keep going forward, always be cherished. Always look back to that piece of advice. Because if they were right then, sure as heck they're going to be even more right now. So take that into Shabbat and go forward, lead, and especially those who are leading our college students on their campuses. They're marching our students forward. They're telling our students to be sharks, not minnows, not Nemos. Because we need to go forward. We need to march on. Because if we stop, they'll catch us. Shabbat shalom. We continue on page 54. 56.
Right? Yes.
56.
Okay.
After, yes, indeed. We rise on page 56 for Elena.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית שלא עשנו כגויי ארצו ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגמור עלינו ככל עמונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי ממלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. והשב אותה אל לבביך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים.
This week we remember with fondness Arthur Minton, father of Mark Minton, Dorothy Kaufman, mother of Martin Kaufman and grandmother of Jason Kaufman, Hannah Faye Hammerman, paternal grandmother of Michael Hammerman, Ida Ann Minetta, grandmother of Betty Hirsch, Isidore Komenetsky, father of Myra Alport, Mickey Allen Cohen, father of Mark Cohen, Ray Minarski, grandmother of Judy Searle, Becky Sheff, mother of Sumner Sheff, Betty Tanner, aunt of Debbie Goldich and Ellen Kaner Bresnick, Eileen Vanderwerf, mother of Madonna Cooper, Leah Goodman, great aunt of Robert Young, Miriam Hull, mother of Kim Light, Martin Feinstein, father of Stephen Feinstein, Warren Levine, father of Matthew Levine, William Doros, father of Gerald Doros, Charles Bruce Ward, father of Paul Ward, Harriet Goodman, sister of Larry Seaman, Leo Drimmer, father of Kay Yoss, Louis Geffen, mother of Barbara Jaffe, Wendy Widelock, sister of Judy Silberman, Hans Spear, father of Barbara Helfgott, Iris D. Scheinbaum, mother of Alan Scheinbaum, Joseph Ferens, your grandfather Stephen, Betty Loser, mother of Ken Fuller, Charlotte Starr, sister of Louis Shapiro, Simon Vidra, father of Edith Ginsburg, Joe Birnbaum, father of Michael Birnbaum, Ralph Goodman, father of Murray Goodman, Roz Goodell, who our religious school is named after, mother of David Goodell, who I spoke with earlier this week, Ruth Orloff, grandmother of Robin Wolfe, Shirley Sofrin, mother of Joan Mass, Bill Feist, brother of Lynn Birnbaum, David Weingast, father of Jeremy Weingast, Edward Phillips, brother of Shari Konevsky, Ava Maltash, mother of Barry Maltash, who his granddaughter is named after, Melvin Knighton, father-in-law Jerome Glazer and grandfather of Sarah Bernstein, Sarah Rachel Ward, mother of Paul Ward, Robert Ira Friedman, father of Lauren Friedman, Jenny Friedman, and husband of Jan Friedman. For all those who we keep in our hearts and in our minds, we join together for the Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yid Gadal v'Yikadash Shemei Rabbah v'Alma Divrat Yeruteh v'Amlich Malchuteh v'Chayekon v'Yomechon v'Chayet Kol Beit Yisrael v'Adalah v'Zman Kariv v'Imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam V'Lomei Almaya Yitbarach v'Yishtabach v'Yitpahar v'Yikramam v'Yitnaseh v'Yitadar v'Yitaleh v'Yitalal Shmei Kudusha v'Richu Le'elam Min Kol Birkata v'Shirata Tushbekata v'Nechamata Damiran B'Alma v'Imru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Osei shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yakol yoshvei tevel v'imru.
Amen.
It's now time to invite up Rob Young,
Some
followed,
so-and-so in our
followed by
congregation.
incoming president, followed by current president Steve Goldstein, to give our announcements this evening.
Yeah, but he's giving out grape juice and I'm giving announcements.
I know Steve wins.
The chicken in every pot.
So because services were so short, I have a long list of announcements.
You can skip over them.
Yeah. I skip anything that has to do with the cantor. And thank you, Cantor, and Maura Andre for leading us in Shabbat services. Thank you, Pam, for your technical assistance. We appreciate it. I just want to say that I enjoyed what you had to say. I thought you were going to let people know that you don't need sleep.
I don't.
But
Don't get any ideas.
so, all this week, fellow leaders of the Jewish community have been saying to me, it's so amazing how resilient the Jewish community is. And I told each of them that resilience is a passive verb, and I think we should live our lives with determination. So, with that, I'm going to tell you to check the e-bulletin
Be proactive.
for lots of things. But I do want to point out that next Friday we have our Families with Little Shabbat at 5. Registration is open for Ros Goodell Religious School. May her memory be a blessing.
Yes.
Ortzion Youth will have their end-of-year Kadima event on Sunday, May 5th at 12:30. The Phoenix Yom HaShoah is coming up. The Phoenix Holocaust Association is having a commemoration on May 5th at 3 at the J. And our men's club is sponsoring a Yom HaShoah memorial service here with a lecture the following day, May 6th at 6 o'clock in the evening. Our high school seniors will be celebrated at graduation Shabbat May 10th. And the Socialites will be hosting a game night on May 11th at 5:30. And I'm going to be in Mexico.
That sounds lovely.
Is that a synagogue program?
Are we all going?
Shabbat Shalom, Chag Sameach.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you, Robert. So I think before we do Kiddush, we should do Sfirat HaOmer.
Sfirat HaOmer can be found on page 63.
Let me do one more announcement.
One more announcement? Oh,
Did
right.
you guys get the, I don't know if you saw the email that came out today, but there are some Best of Jewish Phoenix awards that are out.
We were nominated.
3 times.
For, what were they?
Best Religious School,
School.
and Best Alternative Shabbat and Programming,
Right.
and then Most Kid-Friendly Services.
Yeah, there you go. So there was an email that was sent to the entire congregation with a link.
So y'all
Voting
should
is open.
vote.
After Shabbat, please go to the link and show your support.
We should have been nominated for the most amazing synagogue president.
I don't know if that's a category. But,
I get it.
but I think just overall we were pretty proud, especially Best Religious School. Go more on.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, right.
It's the students that make our religious school fantastic. It's
Alright.
our teachers, so.
I don't know if you want to read this. I like to read
Go ahead,
at the top of
Bavasha.
page 63. There's something that we say to fulfill this moment. So you can say it with me. I am about to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer as it is written in the Torah. You shall count from the eve of the second day of Pesach, when an Omer of grain is to be brought as an offering, 7 complete weeks. The day after the 7th week of your counting will make 50 days. And then we say the blessing. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Hayom arba'a yamim la'omer. Today is the 4th day of the Omer. Excellent.
And Excellent.
And now that we've done that,
Kiddush can be found on page 55.
yep. If you want to, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzon lanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava u'vratzon yimchi lanu zikaron lema'aseh bereishit ki hu yom tefila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litzirat Mitzrayim ki banu bacharta Tanu kidashta mikol ha'olim v'shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava u'ratzon inchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen.
L'chaim.
Fine.
You don't know where I've been.
No, I just had enough of that grape juice.
Oh, really?
I will,
I think we should.
something. What do we want to finish with today?
We can do Shabbat Shalom if you want. Or do you want to do something more Pesach related?
No, let's do Shabbat Shalom. Tell these people hostage long
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom.
Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Adonai Oz le'amo yiten.
Adonai Yivarech et amo v'shalom. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Lovely Chol Hamoed.
Thank you.